Alright, guys, today is an episode of Club Review, and today we're going to be looking at Aston Villa, who have had an interesting season. Okay, so Aston Villa's form this season's been very hit and miss. They started off the season not too badly, but then it soon got very bad. Like they had a really good result against Man United at Old Trafford, scoring a last minute winner. I think it was Courtney Horse who scored the header, and it's obviously the game's famous for Bruno Fernandes skying a penalty completely into the stands. And then they went on a really bad losing run, and that resulted in Dean Smith losing his job. And since then, Steven Gerrard's come in, and he had a good impact to start with. Then he went on a bit of a shaky run. Then it got good again, and now it's just got bad again. He's lost four on the bounce. But overall, he's doing all right. It's better than it was in October, definitely, because the team is playing much better. They have a system that seems to work a lot more now, and also Gerrard's had a bit of investment in the team in January. They were knocked out of both cups early on. They lost to Man United in the FA Cup and Chelsea in the League Cup on penalties, both in the third round of each competition. But yeah, the form's not too bad. They've also had a good result against Leicester near the start of the season, Leeds more recently as well. So yeah, make that what you will. Okay, so for me, Aston Villa's best starting 11 is Emi Martinez in goal, which I mean isn't a surprise, really. He's the only goalkeeper they've got in the squad at the moment who's actually played a game this season. He's played a fair few of them, I'd imagine. And in defence, I've gone with the back four that's probably played the most games between them as well in Matty Cash, Esri Konsa, Tyrone Mings, and Lucas Digne. Digne and Cash are two very good fullbacks. Konsa I like as well, and he's only going to get better. However, Tyrone Mings, I think he's a good leader, but I just think he can be rash at times. I don't think he's the best on the ball in the world. Well, obviously he's not the best in the world, but he's far from it, basically. Midfield, I've gone with like they've played this 4-3-1-2 with like Coutinho as the number 10. So I've gone with McGinn, Douglas Luiz, and Jacob Ramsey. I mean, Jacob Ramsey's had a massive impact this season and has been Villa's bright spark this season, or their best player probably this season. And up front, Ollie Watkins and Danny Ings. Danny Ings hasn't maybe had the impact most Villa fans would have wanted, but over recent weeks, maybe since like February, he's started more consistently and has contributed a lot more under Gerrard than he was under Dean Smith. And Ollie Watkins is like consistently a very good player for Aston Villa, so he definitely has to be in the starting 11. And Coutinho, since he's come in, has been ridiculous as well. It's like he never left the Prem. He's that good. In fact, since January, he's probably been hitting somewhere near his like peak numbers at Liverpool. That's how good he's been. But yeah, he's still a ridiculously good player. And yeah, that's what I think the best starting 11 for Villa is. Okay, so Steven Gerrard has he's done a good job at Villa so far, I think. The investment in January has definitely helped with players like Lucas Digne and Coutinho, as I said earlier, and also Callum Chambers has had a couple of decent games on top of that. But I still don't think he's quite got them getting the results that they're capable of, which I mean, it isn't unusual for a manager who's, just come in mid-season. But he's what you can't argue with is he's definitely got them playing better football than they were at the start of the season. Like, I didn't think Dean Smith coped very well with the loss of Jack Grealish in the summer, because it felt like he felt like he had to play Buendia Ings and Watkins and Jacob Ramsey all in the same team, and he just couldn't find a way of making it fit really. And then there was Leon Bailey on top of that towards the end of his tenure, and he just really struggled with that and couldn't find a way of doing it. But since Gerrard's come in, the pressure of playing all those players has been taken off him, I think. Like Leon Bailey and Buendia are mostly impact substitutes at the moment. But yeah, he's still done a good job, I think, Gerrard, and I think he'll do better next season as well. Okay, so for potential incoming signings, I've gone with three players, obviously, as I always do. I've gone with centre back in Joe Gomez of Liverpool because it is definitely a position they could improve on, if not in quality, in depth as well. And I think this player would go into the starting 11 because, well, Joe Gomez, I think I said it, but he's part of a very good Liverpool team. However, he hasn't been getting the game time more recently he has, but over the course of the season he hasn't been consistently starting in the role that he prefers, as they do have three great centre-backs in front of him. He's a very good passer and he has very few weaknesses, so I think he would work in Gerrard's team, definitely. And then in midfield, I've gone with Brighton's Yves Bissouma. They've been linked with him loads over the past couple of months. He's a very good tackler. He's very good at winning the ball, whether it be through interceptions, tackling, or even sometimes aerial duels. And is also good at like helping the team go from defence to attack, like bringing the ball forward. I think they call it, ball carrying. So sort of like what Declan Rice does for West Ham a lot. And then forward, I've gone with Taiwo Awoniyi. I've seen him play quite a few times for Liverpool's youth team and some of the teams he went out on loan at this time in that time. But obviously this season he's in Germany and he's playing really well. He's scoring goals, and again, I think he's a player that would suit Villa perfectly because he's a superb dribbler, very good finisher as he's shown this season, and sort of suits Villa in the way that they do play counter-attacking football, as that is mostly how he gets his goals quite a lot of the time. So I think he would be a player that would be a great addition to Steven Gerrard's squad, because the way that Gerrard plays with two forwards, all you've really got up there is Danny Ings and Ollie Watkins. There's not a lot in terms of strikers behind that. In fact, the only player I think who's a recognised striker who's played this season behind those two is actually Cameron Archer, and he's a youth player I think he's currently out on loan as well, or they might have even sold him, I'm not even sure. But they definitely need another option in that position as well, I think, going forward. So yeah, they're the players I think Aston Villa need to sign in the summer. But yeah. Okay, so in summary, the future for Villa is definitely bright. It's maybe been a bit of a disappointing season. Where are they? I think they're 12th in the table currently. So yeah, it's maybe not quite the position they got last year. I think they got 11th last year. But it just feels like the starting 11 has improved a lot. Like players like Lucas Digne are an upgrade on Matt Targett. If they can sign Coutinho permanently in the summer, that would be a great transfer as well. And yeah, I think they have better quality players this season than last. So I'll give them a 5 out of 10 because I've said all that, they have dropped off a little bit and been disappointing in cup competitions. But the future is definitely bright for Aston Villa Football Club.